we were in the other apartment. And then he said to me, "You deserve it." Like I'm the one who's costing it. So that's another way when I use my words out of context. When I say I take my life seriously, I mean I take it seriously. When you say it, it's because you heard me say it, and you don't even take your life seriously. So it's way out of context. James, the only reason why I didn't floor you a long time ago, because I don't want to hurt your ass. All right, James? I don't want to hurt you, because if I put my hands on you, I can hurt you real bad. Because you know what, James? I killed somebody. The guy I killed was not a punk like you. He was a middleweight champion of the world. Mike Titan, let's just give a shout out to Mike too. Mike has been after me ever since I killed the guy because it's his cousin. The guy I killed, James, was my Tyson's cousin. He was a middleweight champion of the world. He was Hector Morales. So you think that you could mess with me? And when I told you that I didn't even take shit from my own punk son, and I don't, and I won't take it from you. And my son, when I sent those snipers after him, he said I should not be proud of. But you know what, James? He took my identity. He took my you stealing money from me. It was justified. I brought that kid into the world, and I could take him out. And James, if I feel that way about my own son, don't fuck with me. Because I definitely don't give a damn about you. But you know what? Because I'm a nonviolent person, I control myself. But I'm going to ask you one more thing, James. I said this a long time ago. For the slightest chance I might forget about flipping out on someone and they kill you, is it worth it? Would it be worth it? Just like for the slightest chance that that cop that had a gun to your head in the apartment was going to shoot you, would it have been worth it? Because they're cops, I said, not quiet boys. And the only reason why that guy didn't pull trigger, the only reason why those cops didn't beat the shit out of you is because they didn't want to hurt you. And those security guards held back. Yes, they held back because they didn't want to hurt you. And Lukey, you're going to run out of luck. I'm not sorry. And James, you're going to run out of luck like that. You're going to run out of luck like that. Someone is not going to give a shit like that. That kid that was in the assistant treatment department. What's his name? The black kid. I can't think of his name. Short, stocky black kid. Who was a gay guy. And you thought you were going to fuck with him the way you fuck with me because you thought he wasn't going to hurt you because nobody else. That's how he thought. He beat the shit out of you, didn't he? Didn't he, Sir James? He beat the shit out of you. He hurt you. James, you're going to get your up and comings and to be a lot more than that. Just because I won't hurt somebody. I can hurt you bad, but I don't want to hurt anybody. But there's going to be a person with my abilities that you're going to fuck with, that mind you me, because you're going to think that he's not going to do anything. He is going to hurt you. And he's not going to care if you cry to your cousin.
I don't think you should get violent with him.
No, I'm telling him that I'm not a violent person. But if I was, I can hurt the punk.
Use this to scrape it.
Yeah. And I'm telling him that
one spoon scoops. Yeah, scoop it with the big one. Yep.
I'm telling him.
Scrape it with the small spoon.
I'm telling him.
You go.
That somebody.
Scoop it with the big spoon. Yep.
But my abilities is not going to care, and it's going to hurt him. And that's the truth. And you know what might be, James? It might end up being your cousin. Because like I said to you, said a shout out to your cousin. It's not going when he doesn't have me, when you don't have me to mimic anymore, and you don't have your mother or me, you're going to mimic your cousin. Let's see if he puts up with your shit. Because you said you wouldn't fuck with him because he killed somebody?
Scoop, bro.
Because he killed somebody? I killed someone too.
One big scoop. Take one big scoop. Hold that in the other hand.
and then scrape it. Yeah, and push it into the corners and fill it all the way up. Like push all this in deep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, the corners. Better than that, bro. What are you doing?
I did it already.
You gotta fill. You know what?
I killed someone. Middleweight champion of the world, Hector Morales. Hey, Mike,
Make it flat too.
comment on it. If you can, do me a favor, comment on that because this punk's got to know. And Mike, this isn't
Put it down.
this isn't anything against your cousin or you.
Watch this while you're just talking, okay? Watch me. You watching?
Yeah,
Watch over here. See how I flattened it out?
yeah,
Now look, I'm pulling it away from the sides. I don't want it in this area here. You see where the metal is?
yeah. I see.
It's like a little metal wall. So at this part, I'm gonna get out into here. You got it?
Yeah,
Okay, and it's flat, right?
yeah.
Because now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on top.
All right, I hear you.
See, it goes like just like that, flat. Now look. You watch it?
I know how to do that. I've done that before.
All right, so you can do it again. There you go. Right here. Right here. There it is.
Anyway, you know how people say when people want to start with Iron Mike, what do you say to them? You say to them, I'll eat your children. You say to them, you know what I did to the last guy? Well, the last guy, you hurt that guy. So your cousin was the last guy when it came to when it comes to me talking about people talking shit to me. Like that kid in the reform school. I'm sure you mentioned him a few times. You're no different than me, Mike. Except one thing. I know when it's only work talking shit, and then when it's time only to talk shit, and it's time to get for real. You get for real too much, Mike. You get for real too much.
Push it down to the sides. And yeah, flatten it out. I think that's not so good. Using the wrong spoon anyway. Use that spoon to flatten. And don't push it to the sides. So you got stuff in the sides. You gotta pull that out. Nope, not out. Sorry. Pull it towards the middle. This piece right here. This piece right here. See that? Yes, there you go. Make sure it's in the middle, not on the sides. Don't scrape it out on the sides. No, you want it in the middle. Don't pull it to the sides. Don't keep it in the middle. Because you got to put the top on next. Okay, it's flat, right? Mm-hmm. Silver side down, I think. Mm-hmm. $10 each.
See, Mike?
Put an S. Like Superman. What? A question mark? How you do one thing is how you do everything. How about this? $sign. Ooh.
And you know, and I talk about that. What happened to your cousin when I want to get people off my back. But at the same time, the difference between you and me, Mike, is when I went up against your cousin, it would only defend my life. The guy was trying to kill me. And when you get in the ring, you try to hurt people just to hurt them. And again, James, did I address you? He was a middleweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson's cousin. And he tried to take my life, and I took his life. Don't fuck with me. And if the slightest chance, I know you think, James, I'm not going to hurt you. I wouldn't hurt. But the slightest chance I would hurt you. Is it worth it? Just like it was the slightest chance that the guy was going to pull the gun and he did, you would have been dead. Would that be worth it?
Suicide by cop.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think the guy's gonna James, I think you have a suicide watch wish. I don't think you're fucking with me because for the other reason that you want me to kill you. And that's why you fuck with everyone else. You want to die, don't you, James? And you know that I'm a cop and I'm perfect way, suicide by cop. But with you, it's not you, it's security guards, it's police officers, it's me. Suicide by cop. Maybe you wanted to go, maybe you didn't start shit with your cousin because your cousin wasn't a cop. Maybe you have a problem, the double dual thing problem here. You have a problem with cops and you want to die. You have a problem with authority, such as police officers, and you want to die. That's suicide by cop. James Stack has got suicide by cop syndrome. James Stackatos, whatever he wants to call himself, has a problem. Suicide by cop. He has a problem with authority. That's why he picks the authority to poke at. And he doesn't think he's going to do anything. He wants to die. Suicide by cops. Ain't that, James? That's why you mimic people that are, especially in the police force. That's why you do all this shit. Start fights with the cops because you know that they can kill you. And your problem is, James, you want to die. And it's suicide by cop. I called you out, James. I called you out on your nonsense. You try to provoke law officers to get them to kick your ass because you're hoping that one of us will kill you. Suicide by cop, James Stack. Okay, I'm going to give an alert out to all the police officers in Lynbrook, Baldwin, Hempstead. Be on the lookout for James Stack. He's got a suicide wish. Suicide by cop. Every cop out there, it would not hurt to apprehend him and lock him up in the psych ward. Why? Because if someone doesn't, he's going to start something with the cop, and he's going to die, and he's going to call it suicide by cop. So I'm going to get shout out to all the police department of Hempstead, everywhere in Nassau County and Suffolk. There's a man named James Stack, who now calls himself Stackatos, who has a death wish, and he's provoking cops to hurt him. Suicide by cops, which means I don't expect one cop to approach him alone because then he will start fucking with you and then he'll make you kill him. So that's defeating your whole purpose. Surround him. Make sure that he can't even fight back. Put him in a straitjacket. Lock him up in a mental institution because he's dangerous. He wants to die. He's got a suicide wish. I know it. The cops he fucking chooses to knew it. The security guards in Nassau County knew it. He wants to die. Suicide by cop. I want everybody to log on to this episode and listen to these call-outs. I said some interesting things about my friend Mike Tyson and all that. Well, what I'm saying about this one kid who's a nobody, the one that always picks fights with cops. I want everyone, especially the police officers, to know about this. And the psychiatrist, because he's got a psychiatric problem. He wants to die. He's got a suicide wish. Suicide by cop. I don't normally a fan of locking people up in a mental institution, but this guy, it's hopeful. And I can tell you he's got the problem because I used to be a cop and he likes mimicking everything I said to try to get in a fight with him. He did it with the security. This guy knows too. He did it with the security guards. Right? He immediately fought with the cops, right? pulled the guy at the cop's gun. Right? Tried to reach for the cop's gun. Did he admit all this? He admitted all this, didn't he, Loki? That he said he was. He said that they thought he was reaching for the guy to pull the gun on the officer. And then he picked fights with all these security guards and all these cops. And you saw him trying to pick a fight with me. Suicide by cop. James has got a problem. His problem, James Stack's got a problem. His problem is suicide by cop.
Yeah, I think you're very talented, Sir Doyle, at the whole showbiz. You got your own show here. The Sir Doyle Cooking Show. I'm the sous chef. I make sure everything's chopped. This is the easiest recipe we could possibly make. I got you a lot of quinoa so that you can have like days worth.
Yeah.
Now the broccoli we'll look up, but let's make up another batch of quinoa, but we'll make a double batch.
All right.
Do you think you could eat twice as much quinoa as you had last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last
So
time,
we're gonna do if we do. Good. You want to say something?
no. Last time I couldn't eat as much because it was with that sweetness in it.
Okay, but this recipe that you just had,
I
you
could
could
eat
eat
a
a lot.
lot if you go on this.
You didn't say anything last
I
time.
said I could eat a lot of this
No, I'm saying last time it wasn't good, but you didn't say anything when we made it.
because I had to eat it because we spent all that time making it.
All right.
So even though they know I didn't like it, I ate it at home. I ate it at home.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I
It
didn't
was
spend
good.
up.
Good.
It was okay.
Now, this is actually the tricolor quinoa. I don't know if
All right.
you noticed.
Yeah.
We got the tricolor and we
Go
got
on
the
those.
regular one. Huh?
And I'm not, Jim, that's not a stage thing to go with James. James really does have that problem. And the police officers need to lock him up in an institution because he's got a problem, but he's suicidal and he wants it by cop. Even the wannabe cops, like the security guards, he fucked with them too.
Doesn't he want to get locked up so he gets the hospital food?
I think that he wants to die. The thing I said, suicide by cop. He wants to die. That's why he mimics me all the time. You know, when he found out I was a cop, that's why he starts fights with the police officers in the neighborhood. That's why even the security guards, he starts with them too. The cop had a gun to his head. You know what he said?
Shoot me.
Shoot, you're not gonna shoot me, he said. He wanted the cop to shoot him.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, this is 4 cups.
All right.
It's double what we made.
All right.
All right. Take the top off. Give it to me. Yeah. Take the top off. Okay. So put that whole thing came in.
Whole thing?
Yep. Okay, and how much water do we use?
Well, this is about 4 cups, 2 cups of quinoa, 4 cups of water. You said that, remember? You said that? How much is quinoa? I mean, it's saying you said that to me, didn't you say
I
that?
did say for 2 cups, but now we're using 4 cups.
4 cups, okay.
And how many cups of water? So go. I'm just asking you a question.
Half of this.
Half of that.
That's
So if we use the whole thing of quinoa, we're only going to use half the water?
just 4 cups.
4 cups to 2 cups. So go.
What?
You keep doing stuff. You're not answering my questions, bro.
4 cups.
No.
4. 2 cups?
2 cups is for when you use 2 cups of quinoa. This is what I'm trying to tell you. All right, you with me?
Yeah.
When you use 2 cups of quinoa,
Yeah.
how many cups of water?
4.
4.
That's 1 cup. Gotcha.
No. So go. Stop. Just pay attention. I know it's impossible. You have ADD for 8 seconds. You're like a goldfish. 2 cups of quinoa, 4 cups of water.
Yeah.
Why is it 4 cups of water and 2 cups of
Because
quinoa?
every twice as much water.
Twice as much. There you go.
It says 1 cup.
So now we just put in
1 cup.
That was 8 seconds. We got one. All right, another 8 seconds. You ready? Now we used how many cups of quinoa just now?
1. So 2.
No,
2.
this is 4 cups.
4 cups. Oh, 8. 8.
8 cups of quinoa. But look, 8 cups of water. But before you do that, a simple way to do it is just what I'm trying to teach you, which is to go back to the idea of double.
All right.
So even if this wasn't a certain amount of cups, maybe it was 3.33 cups
That'll be
or 1.7 cups. You don't have to measure it. It's whatever you used, just double it.
double.
Because you used the whole thing.
That's what I thought.
So you use 1 whole thing of quinoa.
All right.
So how many of these are going to fill up with water?
4. 2.
2. You got it. So just fill it up twice with water. Long story short, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to be picky about details, but now you know it's double. Doesn't have to be 2 cups. Doesn't have to be 4 cups. You get it?
Yeah.
Just double whatever you use. But you do have to measure what you use. But this is already measured. It's 1 whole thing, right? So you can call it a cup. It's actually a 4-cup mason jar. Yeah.
This man hangs out with his cousin. Sometimes they have tents on the side of the road. They've been provoking cops for a long time. And James even wants a case against the police officer. They want to take their money. All right, right. And this is all true. And he can be found a lot of times at the Hempstead bus terminal in a wheelchair. I know that's sometimes, right? And the wheelchair, he's not really crippled. He fakes his disability. He's not crippled.
Right in the hospital, no?
He faked it in the hospital too. And his cousin is a tall guy, kind of tall. A little shorter than me. Cousin's a tall guy, a little shorter than me. And he's in a very athletic build. And James is a short, dumpy guy. And they're a duo. For some reason, I think that his cousin knows his problem and is feeding as
I'll take that.
what do you call that when you feed into a problem?
Enabling
Enabling him. So you got the enabler and you got the kid with the real problem. The kid with the real problem has a problem with authority and he's got a death wish.
Don't force it. It's got to click in. It's not lined up. Remember, this is too hard. No. Okay, Steve.
Suicide by cop. He's got a problem with authority
Press the Steve.
and he wants to die. Yeah.
Should be on 1 because it's quinoa, right?
I think every cops situation out there to lock this guy up the better because a guy like that can cause a lot of problems for cops.
He's probably institutionalized already. By his own accord. You're like being in the hospital, getting taken care of. Like,
He wants to die.
I don't think so.
He does.
He wants to lay around.
And he wants to die.
Chef Doyle. That's what's up. Quinoa and broccoli.
Why would he dare that cop to pull the trigger if he didn't want
Gotta
to
look
die?
up how to do broccoli.
Why would he dare that cop to pull the trigger if he didn't want to die? Why does he pick fights with security guards in hospitals and cops? Because he wants to die. Suicide by cop. I want now the police officers to hunt him down. That's what I'm saying. Because I feel like they deserved it. He's been another one that pain that took us in my thorn in my side, and so I met the guy. Anyway, it's true. Suicide by cop. He wants to die. Could I eat this quinoa?
The one that's
Yeah.
you have the spoon in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all yours.
Thanks. Where is he? When he was walking with me, his mother said that one time he came walked out in her car to run out in front of the street, and then he was with me. He was walking, and he ran out in front of the street. We're not arguing. He ran out in front of the street. He goes, "You deserve it." I deserve it, right, James? I'm not the one who's almost got hit by a car because I ran out in front of the street. I deserve it. Now you're hurting me, right? So his mother was the first authority. He hates authority figures, even his own mother. Because back in the day, his mother was an authority figure. Trying to get her to hurt him. Now he can't stand cops. James' cousin, you're an authority figure now. Watch out. I'm not trying to get you killed. Suicide by cop. Oh, is this off? Is this done?
No. What does it say?
It says on.
So you asking me if it's off?
Oh, I gotta go to 1. Suicide by cop. Suicide by cop. James Stack. Macintosh got a death wish, but he doesn't want to do it himself. He wants a suicide by God. Macintosh, whoop, Macintosh, Macintosh. With a death wish, but he doesn't want to do it himself. He's a lazy bitch. He wants a suicide vodka.
Give him some lines.
I didn't take this for a joke, man. This guy's got serious problems. They gotta lock him up. Serious problems for the stacking ties. He wants to fucking die. So Doyle says it's not a joking thing. Better watch what you say. You get a suicide. My God.
How's the quinoa?
Real good.
How about the Sir Doyle's sushi song? Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, legend Howard I called out a lot of names. The only name I called out that wasn't a nobody, just James Saxon nobody. But the other names I called out were big timers. So when you label the show, put down the names of the people that I called out.
I put it in the title already.
Mike Tyson.
Oh, Tyson. Oh, we got to put Tyson in.
Tyson, who else? Big Paul.
What you gonna do when Tyson comes for you? What you gonna do, Sir Doyle, when Tyson comes for you? What you gonna do, Sir Doyle, when Tyson comes?
I'm gonna hard behind you. I'm gonna hard behind you.
What you gonna do, Sir Doyle, when Tyson comes for you? What you gonna do, Sir Doyle, Tyson comes for you? What you gonna do, Sir Doyle, Tyson comes for you? Gonna hide behind you, the Doyle. For you. Ooh, Sir Doyle, Tyson comes for you. Ooh, Sir Doyle called your name, Mike Tyson. Sir Doyle called your name and he called it real loud on YouTube. What you gonna do, Ty? Son of Ty! Tyson! Tyson! What you gonna do, Sir Doyle, Tyson comes for you?
Oh yeah, I mentioned Howard Stern, Stuttering John, legend. Those are all good things. And John Hahn, my cousin John Hahn. Remember all those names? What time is it, you know?
Getting late, bro? You gonna turn into a pumpkin?
I just want to make sure that that's too late.
What?
I also want to pick up that phone.
It's not happening, bro. This guy thinks he's gonna spend his money on a phone. He's not gonna give me what I paid for his food.
If you let me go to the bank, I could get the money for the food and I could buy the phone.
Give Doyle cheesesteak. That's what he wants.
If you let me get to the bank, I could give you the money for the food and I could get the phone. I got over $300 in the bank.
Cha-ching. What was it again? My phone.
When that cop put the gun to his head, he even told me, he said he dared the cop to shoot his computer. Said the cop wasn't going to shoot him. Now, if you ask me, that's a death wish. Because that's just daring the cop to shoot him. And was he physically possible to kill him? Yes, he was. He was physically capable. He had a gun to his head. There was a bullet in the gun, in the holster. The trigger, he had the trigger. All he had to do was pull the trigger. James would have dead. And James dared to do it. Dared. Some reason the cops didn't shoot him. But if he dared the cop to shoot him, and he got the gun right to his head, the loaded gun to his head, he wants to die. James, I'm sorry. That cop had a loaded gun to your head. From the story I heard, but you told me and other people, and you were one of the people who told me, and there was a bullet in the gun, and you dared him to shoot you. You wanted to die. You wanted suicide by cop. Same reason why when you were fight with the security guards getting your ass kicked, you tried to pull for the holster. Now, what happens to a cop, when someone pulls for his holster? Chances are they're going to the cop just might shoot the person, kill him. He's not that he'd have the perfect reason to. You want to die. Admit it, Stack. You want to die. You want suicide by cop. And you're lazy. And you sign yourself at the mental institution and hospitals because you like to be fed and pampered. And you want to die. That's why you mimic everything I say and do. Everything. Because you want to die. And you want your family to have a lawsuit against the police department. That's why you're choosing suicide by cop. But I'm letting all the cops and neighbors know, and all the neighbors know just what you're doing, so that they don't get caught up in it. But at the same time, so they call a lot of backup, so that they're able to take you down without hurting you, and take you into the hospital. And then one thing that they can do is inject you with that stuff. And I'm letting all the cops know that that's what they have to do. Because otherwise, you're going to provoke them and someone kills you. So that's why they need backup. They need to back up enough to take you down without hurting you, so you don't have no lawsuit, and your family has no lawsuit, and to take you to the hospital. And of course, a doctor wants to inject you with something. Well, for the most part, they got their backs covered for that. Not all the time, but usually they do. So that's what has to be done. We need to give you up to the psychiatrist. Hannibal Lecter, we're going to give you up to the psychiatrist. Hey, that's right, cop. That's right, old law person. This guy's a Hannibal Lecter. But not with the Hannibal Lecter you might think. His anger is toward himself. Hannibal Lecter lashes out at people. He lashes out at himself. And the reason why I say it's like Hannibal Lecter is because he gets the cops to beat him up, and he takes lawsuits. He wants your bank accounts. But if you all gather up and take him down without hurting him, then take him to the psych ward, they'll inject him with medicine, and then we got him. I'm telling you how to do it, guys. Law enforcement everywhere. I'm telling you how to go about it. Because he won't try to hurt anyone. He'll try to pick a fight, get his ass kicked or killed, and either him have a lawsuit or his family. That's what he wants. So surround him, police officers. Surround him and take him down where you don't have to hurt him, and take him to the hospital. Get him. Then, of course, you get in the hospital again, he's going to flip out to you, sedate him. And then what do we have to do? 24 hours. You know, how do you deal with a suicidal person? You put them on a suicide watch. When we get them to the psych ward, we put them on a non-stop suicide watch. Suicide watch. And that's what you have to do with a guy named James Stack. And I'm not just talking about the police officers. I'm talking about all the people working in the mental health system. Now, I don't get along with you guys, but I think you'll be with me on this one. James Stack is a problem. So I'm letting you all people know in the healthcare system, the psychiatrists, everyone, how to handle this guy. Every police, every police officer, every security guard in every hospital. This is how you deal with a James Stack. And we get him in the hospital, a constant, non-stop suicide watch. Suicide. Okay, James, you said you want me to air your laundry on YouTube to speak about your case? Well, I just did, James. I did exactly what we did exactly what you asked us to do. We talked about your case on YouTube, and we're putting this out everywhere. Oh, James, rookie. We're putting this out everywhere. We're putting this episode on Chin News 12 everywhere. So that everybody knows what you wanted to know, James. With a twist. The whole case, blown wide open. Wow.
Did it stop beeping?
No, yeah, it did. James Dad! Still going. Still going. James Dad! Did I turn it off?
What?
Did I turn it off?
What are you doing, bro? Leave it. Put your face on there. Roll your eyes out. What do you have? It's not a suicide watch. It's a watch. Watch me try and then do it for me. Watch me try and then do it for me. Watch me try and then do it. Watch me try and then do it. Watch me try and then do it for me. Watch me try and then do it for me. There are purposes. Do it for me. Do it for me. Do it for me. Do it all night. Stop what you're doing. Turn the light away. The steam has to let out, bro. Let's, I'll look it up.
You need an executioner with that thing on. You're supposed to be an executioner?
Mage.
What?
How do I cook quinoa in the Instapot pressure cooker? Not quinoa, sorry, broccoli. How do I cook broccoli in the Instant Pot? 0 minutes on low pressure for crisp tender. For soft broccoli, 1 minute on low pressure.
1 minute on low pressure. On the soft.
I think it's going to be too soft, so we won't cook the whole thing at first. We'll only cook the rest of that bag.
All right.
All right. This way we got a whole another bag
Okay.
to see. Maybe we try it the next time. 0 minutes instead of 1 minute. Now listen, don't say anything, just listen. And watch this here. Watch this button, the red button. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Keep watching.
I'll just turn them off. Yeah, I try to get used to making it so I can take it home and be making it, right? That goes.
Boom.
Oh.
All right. Nice. Okay, so we'll start with the coconut fat,
Yeah.
butter, coconut butter. How was it last time? Was it too coconutty or was it good?
Okay.
It was good? All right, well, we're doing a double recipe, so if you want the same amount, we're going to have to put these, we're going to have to put a lot. We'll try and scoop it all out at once. You try and scoop it out all at once, bro. Oh, yeah. Look at all that quinoa. Oh, my God. I'm jealous. I'm actually jealous. Boy, does that smell good.
That's enough, right?
Yeah, you could always add more. So what I'm saying is, no, before you add more, you can always add more. Meaning, if you think you could add more, maybe hold off and add it later.
Gotcha.
But mix it around and give it a taste test because this is for you, so you don't have to worry about double dipping. Just as a general rule, you want to keep that in mind. Okay.
Sandy, something like that.
Try to melt all the coconut evenly. Why would you pressure cook broccoli? We're trying to make it easy for them and use only one kitchen tool. Okay, one at a time. This is the easiest recipe.
What do you normally cook broccoli with?
It's probably a stovetop steamer. But no, you can use a pressure cooker.
I want it soft. Okay, I got it.
It's all mixed. Tell me I'm gonna find spots that aren't mixed. Yeah. In the corners you got? I was just asking.
I think.
You think? Oh my God, it smells so good.
Which I got it.
Grab me a spoon and scrape this off.
Which I got it. And believe me. Came out right.
And what I want you to do is take this small spoon.
Came out right, right?
Take a small, and what I want you to do is don't chew it, don't swallow it, just taste it. Just taste it in your mouth. Don't chew it at all. See if it's like too oily or not oily enough. Do you want more coconut in there? Is what you want you to taste.
More coconut.
More coconut? And you also got to think about your customers too, okay?
Yeah.
So don't overdo it, is what I'm saying.
One more.
Let's start with that. Mix it up. Melt it.
Got it. Got it. You're running anything.
What are you talking about?
Not yet. Not yet. Not at all. I guess I was missing it. I caught myself. Like a murderer. You're murdering children. Pro-choice shit. You murderer. I am a murderer. I don't care about the starving children. You want to kill them in this new womb. You want to give your wife to do that. You have the right to do that. You think your wife has a right to do it? It's her choice. Murderer. I got it.
All right.
You're a murderer.
Next, we're gonna do salt. Open that up. Open that up. The salt. Yeah.
Did they kill children in the womb back then?
Yeah.
When you watch Seems to Beaver, they talk about killing children in the womb.
Come over here. Stand over it so you don't spill. 2 big scoops. 1. Don't wipe your nose on the salt.
Come on, no.
Don't wipe yourself on the food.
There you go.
All right. Can't wipe yourself on the food. Sorry, that's not my rules. That's the health commission. That's why I have to be here supervising you, and you can't do it by yourself.
Just scratch myself. That's all I
Take
did.
that. Now you can't be touching yourself with the food. That's when people wear gloves. They wear masks. All right, we're gonna do this right here. So hold it over. Hold that spoon over. And we're gonna do 2 because it's double, right? 1. Dump it. Dump it. Mix again. Think I'm smart now, Ruby?
Couldn't get at that.
Where you left it?
I mean, it's just cooking, really. It's just that Sir Doyle was never trained or learned.
I
I
had
had
to
to
learn.
learn.
This is what Sir Doyle does. He goes right in the middle. Look, there's nothing in the middle. He's stirring the same spot over and over again. Are you conscious of what you're doing, Sir Doyle? Like, do you see this the stuff actually being mixed? Or are you just moving your arm in a circle? Look what I'm doing.
You pointed out to me. Now I know.
I'm pointing out to you how to make sure everything mixed together. It's not just in the same spot in the middle. You got to get the outside. Now, remember what I was telling you with the plating, right?
Yeah.
We want a small pile in the middle.
Yeah.
We don't want to spread it out all over the thing like it's splattered. So just keep that in mind. You got
Okay.
small piles, you put it in the middle, you spread it out, and then you mix. All right, now the thing is, this has no broccoli in it.
All right.
You already ate.
Yeah.
So this, what we'll do, I think, would be best to just pack it up.
All right.
Now, what we're gonna do with this,
Broccoli and
what we're
Joe.
gonna do with this is we're gonna put the quinoa on one side and then put the broccoli on top and go like this,
Okay.
right? But for now, because we have such a large amount to do, I think we'll just transfer it to a second container, unless you wanna, yeah, we can just do it right here. Let's do that. Come over here. Oh, scene change.
Bring your camera over too if you want to.
Yeah. You just have to wait for some more about that phone.
It mixes the quinoa into the quinoa or it gets the hose again. Wow. That's how I look? I look like a psycho murderer from Silence of the Lambs.
You look like a next. Oh, no, you don't like Death. Did you ever see Death? You know, what's his name?
Cartoons, right?
What do you call him? The Grim Reaper. They call him.
The Reaper.
They call him Death. In Family Guy, they call him Death. Get some water.
Water, you need a glass.
I'll show you.
I got you a joke, yeah. You one of those girls that likes horror movies and stuff? Ruby Blunder. I'm sorry, assuming your gender. My bad.
That's why Jenny went after you because she knew your record.
Now, which is the bottom? There's a male
You
piece
want
and
the
a female piece.
Jenny wanted a criminal. That's messed up. She wanted to get something thrown out of the prison system. She wanted like a high profile case in the prison system. That's all she went for. She went for the Unabomber, and when she didn't get him, she wanted you. You got a high profile case in the prison system. She wants you.
I wish I stayed with Janie. I'd be rich right now.
Jamie is Jamie's like Yoko Ono to the Beatles.
Instead of being broke with you, I'd be rich with a hot girlfriend.
You think she's hot?
Of course.
She wasn't hot.
She was very thin, like a model.
She looked like she had anorexia. She developed. Come on.
She worked out, bro. She didn't have anorexia. I fed her. I fed her this recipe. She loved it. She said she could live off it.
And then she went out back to eat garbage after that.
Well, nobody knows how to cook like me. You're talking, right?
What do you eat? Toast and orange juice? And pills. And pills, right?
I'm not paying attention. You learn.
Alright, here, let's go get a spoon.
And I don't want none of the pills. I want to get the pills, but they're making you on the pills. I'm not like James that doesn't want them, wants to be on
Got a
it.
spoon? Another spoon. The scraping one.
James wants to be on it. There's a difference.
Okay, so now you're gonna stand facing this way. Stop. This way. Fill up this side. And use this one to scrape. 2 hands. 2 hands. 1 scoops, 1 scrapes. 1 scoops. There you go. 1 at a time. Remember, it's fancy. We're thinking fancy.
It's good enough.
Push it down flat. Don't put it up. Don't let it go on the sides, bro. It's sloppy. Oh my god.
I'm not good at this like you.
Very sloppy.
I just started it.
I'm telling you. It's very sloppy. You gotta know this. What do you think? I'm just gonna let you make a sloppy one?
Here you go.
Next one. Gotta leave room for the broccoli. Here you go. 1 scoop, 1 scrape. You get it.
And you have to do this to the next person you teach. Don't brush your hair into the food, bro.
So we wear hands, you know? I didn't make the rules, bro. It's literally on the restaurant industry, you should know.
Yep.
Make
Get flat. Trying to finish too quick, bro. Keep it spinning, important. There you go. You be eating good, boy?
Yeah. I know somebody who cooks better than you.
Who's that?
Chubb. Dr. Chubb.
Oh, without question. In life food, there's a few life food chefs that cook better than me. I try to keep my recipes simple because, you know, we don't have, like the guy I go to stay with in the Bronx, Yeah.
He goes to like 3 different stores to get all the ingredients for dinner. It takes him 2 hours to shop.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, when I shop,
But,
just I shop and buy stuff for grocery, I got about 2 hours worth of groceries.
you what?
When I go to the grocery store, it takes me about 2 hours to shop. And I'm not even doing anything special.
Oh. Travel time. All right, push that. Oh, no, I got it. Sorry.
Excuse me. Mhm. Is that the one the thing that was in the rice cooker?
Yeah.
That's the pot?
Yeah.
It goes to the rice cooker, right?
Instant pot.
It's the pot. It's also called a rice cooker, right?
No, because we're cooking broccoli and then we're cooking quinoa in it.
But the pots itself is called the rice cooker,
It's
isn't it?
called the instant pot, bro. It says it right on the side of the label.
But it's also called a rice cooker.
No, only idiots call it rice cooker, like you. Chinese people, no offense.
Chinese people call it a rice cooker?
Anybody who eats rice calls it a rice cooker. We don't eat rice. It's not a rice cooker. Instant Pot. Instant Pot is the company that makes it. We can get sponsored by them.
Yes! We got to call it Instant Pot because we're sponsored by them.
Unless you want to get in.
I want to give a shout out to Instant Pot. Instant Pot. They're the only company that makes this kind of pie. And it's the only people that can bring quinoa to you. We bring quinoa to you because of Instant Pot. The easiest way to make quinoa is Instant Pot. Millions of people out there use Instant Pot, but there's one company, right? Company makes it, right? One company that makes Instant Pot. And I like to advertise it right here. Instant Pot. The easiest way to make quinoa and millet. Or anything else for that matter. Even if you want to make rice, Instant Pot.
Broccoli.
Broccoli, Instant Pot. You want to eat rice, Instant Pot. And you want to make
rice, or do I?
well, some people might want. Oh no, we don't support rice. I'm sorry. I stand corrected.
Quinoa, millet,
Millet, buckwheat. Some things you can cook in here that we don't advertise.
broccoli.
Broccoli.
You say we don't advertise, but you're still talking about it. Why don't you sell the quinoa that you just made? People can buy that from you.
This quinoa is delicious.
Sir Doyle sushi. Oh, let's put this in the song, the theme song. Sir Doyle sushi, sponsored by Instant Pot. Because sushi actually is referring to the quinoa.
Yeah.
There's no fish.
But quinoa is sushi. Quinoa is really sushi.
Yes, or sushi can be. A lot of things can be sushi.
Fish can be sushi too. Sushi too. No. How can they call it sushi?
Because if they serve it with the rice, rice can be called sushi.
Obviously, sushi was raw fish.
You're wrong.
I could be wrong. You say that's wrong.
You're definitely wrong. Absolutely 100% wrong. Not even partially right.
Well, a lot of people believe that.
Complete.
I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm saying a lot of people believe that.
A lot of people believe in Muhammad. So do I.
Muhammad, the god or the boxer?
Their belief system. What do you think about that? It's because everybody does it, right?
Didn't say that. I said it's a legitimate mistake because I used to think that.
All right, as long as you admit it's a mistake.
And it's a legitimate mistake because that's how I was taught.
Okay, so we're gonna make the broccoli now, right? And you gotta put a little water in there.
All right.
So let's see.
That's just a classic. Not really into horror movies. Okay,
What's
me
that?
neither. Ruby Blunder.
I'll stop before I get it.
All right, and get your phone too.
Is my phone recording? Oh yeah, because I got the chat on the phone.
Put the phone over here. Put it on the corner.
That's that thing over there.
Corner. Of
Can't put it there.
you can right.
Can't.
Move your hand out of the way. Or pull.
It's gonna fall.
Hold it from this angle. Look. Move your hand out of the way. Not good lighting. Or it has an adjustment. All right, so if you're standing here, you're in frame. Okay. And you're gonna do let's see, how much broccoli is there? 1 head of broccoli. Add water. Pour 1 cup of water into the Instant Pot. There's a cup measure. Fill that up.
Oh, I got to put the crock same. Okay.
That wasn't filled up all the way. Put a little more. Place the trivet or a steamer basket inside. Oh no, we don't have that.
We don't. Okay, we'll wing it. We'll wing it. We'll just put the broccoli in there.
Place the broccoli on the trivet or in the basket. Dump that all in.
Dump it all in?
Yeah.
All right. Funny, when I was a kid, I didn't like broccoli, but now since I'm an adult, it's like for all I eat.
All right. Put the top on.
Since I was an adult, I always liked broccoli. Ever since I became an adult. When I was a kid, I didn't like it.
Line it up.
Spinach too. I like spinach. Kid didn't like spinach either.
Okay. So now let's press the red button, the glowing light there.
Remember that.
The glowing light. Yep. And then press steam.
Steam, excuse me, right?
Yep. And it's already on 1 minute for quinoa, which is the same for broccoli for soft. If you wanted it, if this is too soft, we could set it to 0. Oh, wait a second. Low pressure with 0 minutes to high pressure. Sorry. There we go.
0 minutes?
It says for soft broccoli, 0 minutes on high pressure.
Oh. It's on, it's on. It's on, it's on. Oh, so. Jump. No, tomorrow I'm gonna buy that phone. Better go get my phone tomorrow.
There was a point where I came in here and I was playing the guitar on camera,
Yeah,
and your worst nightmare came true.
what happened?
Your phone was inside on mute, and so your whole rant probably nobody heard.
Are you serious?
Not the whole thing, but part of it. You have to go back and see which one it is.
Well, try it again.
This might actually be bad. You weren't in the room that long.
Yeah.
I was saying that stuff after. Well, no.
There was one part where we were separated.
Just one part, right? Yeah. Should be number one. But he's got a problem with sushi. And then you want to die. That I killed someone. It's like a long time ago. To die. He was suicide.
Might have been on this video.
Well, we're cooking, right? Oh, I think, is this ready yet? Oh, no, it's not off. It's got off. It's got to go off. Goes off when it's ready, right? Goes off, right? Instead of on, it says off.
The first thing that's gonna happen.
What?
The first thing that's gonna happen is this thing where it says on here, right?
Yeah.
So what happened first was you set it to 1 or 0.
Yeah.
Then when it was ready to go, it said on. Now what it's doing is heating up.
Okay.
Now when it's all heated up,
Yeah.
if it's quinoa, it's gonna count down 1 minute,
All right.
and you'll see the number 1. If it was millet, it would count down 13 minutes, and you'd see 13, 12, 11. You remember that, right? And then it's over to 1. Now, for this one, it's going to go from 0. So basically, it's going to go on, and then it's going to go beep, 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 all done.
Then I got to move this, right?
Let's start with that. Start with that.
This is this now?
Yeah, this is really bad, though.
No.
You're right now. Wait till it goes beep, beep, beep. It's not too bad. Let's see. This is hot. Can't really hear what you're saying.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's it. That's the part I was talking about. So if it's okay with you, you don't have to read it.
I would do it. But I couldn't
Oh,
use
that smells so good.
It's the part that you guys missed when I was talking there. I was talking to James' cousin. Now that he doesn't have me to mimic, you're the next victim. You're James, you're your cousin's next victim. Drove me up a wall with his mimicking,
Hit the steamer.
and now the next victim is his cousin. Like I said, James doesn't like authority. He wants to die. He has a problem with authority. He has a problem with police officers. He wants to die. Suicide by cop. That's what he wants.
I'm sorry, bro. It's just that it's still new to me, this dual streaming. Sorry. So, the echo's not that bad. We just keep the volume down on the second phone.
Good.
What smells so good? Oh, the broccoli. Super quick. Ruby Blunder says, "Who's James?"
James Stack is this annoying little dweeb that it's been bothering me ever since I was in for 15 years. He follows me around, imitates everything I say and do. And he even goes to the point where he uses my words back at me. And James is somebody who's wanted to die ever since he was a kid. And he's been running out in front of cars and he provokes police officers. I used to be a cop. He provokes police officers, gets them to fight with him, and then he wants cases against them. He really wants to die. And it's something called suicide by cop. And I was just pointing out
Go get a fork.
to Lukey that this guy wants to die. And Lukey said, no, he just wants to hang out in the institutions. I said, well, he wants to do both.
Fork.
He wants to die, and before he goes, he wants to hang out in institutions.
Taste it. Blow on it.
Perfect. Could have came out better. Perfect.
All right, so let's do this.
James doesn't care if he's famous for being a loser, as long as he's famous. And you know what? The guy eventually, that's bad attention. And bad attention, after a while, that wears out. Nobody wants bad attention. They think they do, but they don't. James is suicidal, does want to die, and he wants to be in the mental institutions too. Hangs out there, needs the food, and he fights with security guards. And before he does that, he fights with cops. Then what does he do? He takes lawsuits against the cops, right?
Okay.
So basically, I think in the end, he wants to die, and he wants his family to get the money. But until then, I think he wants to try to get money for himself if he can for the lawsuit. But I think he wants to die. Eventually, I think he wants to die.
All right, so let's go get a container, just one.
Okay.
And then, yeah, take the fork so you don't get the liquid unless you
Right.
want it. And I would say even maybe hold the container with one hand. Like hold it up like this. Let me show you one time. Okay.
Burn cell.
What? This burn?
Oh, okay, I got you.
No, put it right in like this.
Well, I thought you wanted it on the other side.
I'm gonna put the top on top. Tell me when.
Hold on. All right, so we'll be able to put in some others now.
You got more broccoli though.
Oh, you
Is that
can
enough
give
broccoli?
more.
I was gonna say it's not really a lot of broccoli, bro. If we're charging for this, right?
Yeah.
How's that?
Okay.
Done?
Done. We'll
Top one? Yeah. Oh, these are cooktops. Nice.
run broccoli.
All right. Just use all of that for one, and then we'll make more because you got a whole other bag. Try this. If that doesn't work good, use that fork. Over here. Now hold on. This part right here
Yeah.
is where it's gonna click. So that's why I was saying push everything away from the edge, you see? And then these two buttons here. One here. One here. One more.
Yeah. The other thing I think I already have was cooking broccoli.
Get one. The other one that was cooked with the broccoli is these two right here.
They are. This is it.
Here.
Okay.
Goes in that shopping bag.
All right.
Okay, one more cup of water.
I make more broccoli, right?
And the rest of the broccoli.
That's we need more than enough. We need more than enough. We got more than enough broccoli. Okay.
Top on.
Top one. Okay.
All right, press off. Let steam. Yep. And let it go.
Let's see. Make sure this is yes, there.
Leave it, leave it.
I'm not sure what's there. It's not hard to cook.
Yeah, you think you can do this by yourself?
I think I'm good.
Nice.
I think I learned enough to do it.
That's the idea.
You know, I could probably take this home with me and
Nah.
not yet.
I would say you gotta do it at least without me having to tell you to do anything before I give it to you.
All right. We're gonna do it in your place without you telling me.
Yeah.
But you being around
Yeah.
to watch it.
Probably.
All right. And what's it called again? Instant pot.
Look.
Yeah. Called an instant pot, right?
What does that say?
Is on
No, above that.
instant pot. Yeah. But you also call it a pressure cooker.
Pressure cooker is a type of a pot.
Do you know who invented the pressure cooker?
Do I not?
Colonel Sanders. The Ignite Project. He invented the pressure cooker.
Wow.
It's just like this. Right? This is like a pressure cooker, right?
It works on the same concept.
Just pressure cooker takes longer, right?
Pressure cooker is like an overall term. This would fit under the category for sure.
He invented that pressure cookers. Colonel Sanders. How made his chicken came out so good.
Ruby says James sounds like fun.
Oh, you think it's fun, right? You think this guy is fun? See when he starts with you. See when he starts his shit with you. I think it's fun. Then drive you up a freaking wall. The guy's stupid. He can't think for himself. He has to repeat everything everybody else says. He's an idiot. You think he sounds like fun? You're an idiot too.
Ooh, dang, Ruby! I don't condone name calling.
Because
Even though I do it sometimes.
she said the guy sounded like fun, like what he put me through was fun. Guy's a fucking moron. If you think he's okay, you're a moron too. And you know what? He does have a death wish. He does want a cop to kill him. And he takes advantage. He wants to die so bad that he wants a cop to shoot him and kill him. That is a sick person. That's not a fun person. It's a sick person. And the fact that he wants to die tells you he's got no life.
What a recipe, Sir Doyle.
Because someone with a good life doesn't want to kill themselves or have a cop kill them. That's a loser. Somebody who's not satisfied with their life to the point where they want to mimic somebody else or they even want to die. That's a freaking loser. If you think he sounds like fun, you're a loser too.
I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me?
Wait till he repeats everything you say. When he follows you around, repeating everything you say and do. See if you think he's funny. He's fun then.
There you go. Here, let's say. See if we can read that.
Yeah. Oh wait, I know. I'm gonna
$80.
$80.
It doesn't cost $80 every time. I had to get some stuff that you didn't have, like this apple cider vinegar. I got more salt. Okay, done. Let's get the steamer.
Even when he went to church, even when that kid went to church, he didn't go to church because he wanted to get saved. He went to church because he knows I took him there. And when I went to church with him, he followed me around the church building. And everyone I talked to, he wanted to talk to. And everything I said to those people, he said the same things. Like one time in Universal Church, I don't go there anymore. And do it. I went up to some kid that inspired me. The kid inspired me. He was a smart kid. So I told him. So I said, "You inspire me." I'm like, James goes, "Oh yes, you inspire me." And everything I said to the kid, he said right after me. And everything I did in that church, he followed me around and said and did the same things as I said. And that happened in every church I ever took him to. And you know what the proof is?
Good.
He's not in the church anymore. He's not in the church anymore because he doesn't have me to take him there, and he doesn't have me to imitate. I'm still in the church because I'm serving God. If he was really saved by Christ and he was serving God, he'd be in the church, even though he wasn't around me. When I left the scene and said, he was hanging out with his cousin, he stopped going to the church. He was in the church because he wanted to cop off of me. And everyone I went up to prove it, everyone I went up to, he went up to the same people and said the same things as I said. He did not, he says that he reads the Bible. He read the Bible when he saw me reading it. And then after that, I didn't read it in front of him for a while. So I remember that, and the pastor said, "Why don't you read your Bible?" And he never read his Bible. Until whenever he saw me reading, that's when he would read it.
He's not gonna read it.
No, he's not even that. He wanted to be in church to cop off of me. If he saw me reading the Bible, he read the Bible. He saw me talking to someone, he talked to the same person. Whatever I said, he repeated. He wasn't in church for God. He was in church to mimic me. And then I would quote things in the Bible. And I would quote things in the Bible because I would read the Bible. But whenever I quoted, he would remember the quote without remembering what it meant. He just remembered me quoting it. And he would quote it back to me. Whatever I said was in the Bible that I was quoting, he would quote only to quote back to me. Half the time, he was using words out of context because the things he was quoting were not even in the same context.
Not in that bag.
The fancy ones.
We're not even the reason. He was just saying these things because he heard me saying them. So if I said something I read in the Bible, he would quote me without even realizing what he was quoting. If I did something or I said something to somebody, he said the same thing. Sometimes I would say things to him, like about when I said when he said to me, you want to get me killed. I said that to him. I said that to him years ago. Do you want to get me killed? Talk about the mafia. And then he said it back to me without realizing why he was saying it. When he said to me, he takes his life very seriously. He don't take his life seriously. He wants to die. He said that because I said it to him. So whatever I say to him, he's going to repeat back to me. He's going to repeat. He's going to follow me around, do what I do. If you think he's saying something to me, he's just repeating back something I said to him years ago or months ago or whatever. He's just repeating right back to me. He's just quoting me. And half the time, he doesn't know what he's quoting. Like, I told him about a wild goose chase. He sent me on a wild goose chase. He was sending me the wrong address all the time. So he goes to me when I told him where to find your house. I gave him correct instructions. And I said to him, he said to me, you're sending me on a wild goose chase. I said, James, do you realize what you're saying? Do you realize you're only saying that to me because I said it to you? Do you realize I gave you correct directions? I wasn't sending you on a wild goose chase. Oh, can I tell you what I meant by it? No, you didn't mean anything by it, James. You wanted to repeat what I said. Whatever I said, you have no meaning behind anything you say, James. You want to repeat whatever you hear me say. That's why I called you a parrot.
That's it? That's all the broccoli?
Yeah. That's why I called you a parrot.
That's not all the broccoli, bro. It's a lot more in there. Take out a container. We'll fill it up extra.
Well, it seems.
Where are the containers? Good question. I know where they are. Let's see if you can figure it out. The containers that you just filled up. The time one that's not fully full.
All right.
Bring it up. Closer, all the way. Another one?
Yeah, one more.
Another container. Let's just spread it evenly, you know. What do you got there? 6?
Yeah.
And two extras with the broccoli cooked inside it. What do you think of these containers?
Because he has no life, he sees someone that has a life and he wants to be that person.
Bring it closer.
So to be that person, he mimics that person. And he thinks if he can mimic the person good enough, he can be that person. He thinks if he can mimic the person good enough, he can be that person. Very stupid thinking, James. You think if you can mimic me good enough, you could be me, right? You could be me. You could be me if you can mimic me perfectly. Good, right? Is that what you think, James? You mimic me good enough, you could be me. Is that what you think? Piece of shit.
You don't think he wants to be in you in a genuine way?
No. I think he's jealous of me, and that's how he expresses his jealousy. I think he's got a lot of anger issues with me because he's jealous of me. He wants my life, and he can't have it.
Should we make more? We don't have more broccoli.
I think he resents the fact that he can't have my life, and I think he figures if he mimics me enough, he thinks he can be me. That's right. His warped mind. I think he thinks if he mimics me good enough, he could be me.
Let me ask you this. Do they get broccoli for you at your place?
Sometimes.
Okay. So that's not off. The only thing that they don't have yet is the quinoa.
And the millet.
You want to make millet?
No. Just the quinoa. Quinoa's better. But They don't always come out broccoli. They don't buy broccoli that often.
When did we get it?
I think if you talk to them and tell them what I needed for use, they would get whatever you told them to get.
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
You want to eat this broccoli or?
And yeah, yes, I do think James Stack wants to die. I do think that. That's why he provokes cops and does his stuff. That's why he's so annoying. Because I think he wants to die. I think he wants to annoy someone to the point where they kill him.
Different from you and I, though.
Much different.
We don't have a death wish. We're just not afraid.
You and I, when we call people out, it's because it's true. We don't have a death wish because we're trying to do something good. And we'll do it good. That's good at any cost. We don't want to die. We're hoping that we live through it. But we also made a pact that if we die, that as long as we die for the cause. James has no cause. James literally, genuinely wants to die. We want to change the world at any expense, even at death. That's a little different. We have a cause. James' only cause is that he doesn't like his life. That's why he mimics me, because he wants to be me. That's why when it comes down to it, says he can't, and he knows he can't, he wants to die. So that's why he provokes police officers, and that's why he provokes security guards, because he wants to die. And while he wants to die, he wants to make his last attempt making his life better, but he wants to be me. He doesn't want to be like me. He wants to be me. He wants to eliminate me and be me. He's a fucking psycho. And he messes with cops.
Hey, come in here.
He messes with cops, and he messes with security guards, and even psychiatrists because he wants to die. He doesn't want to live. And he doesn't like the life the way it is. He admires me. James admires me so much that he wants my life. He wants to be me. And he laughs when he repeats something back to me that other people didn't hear me say, and it looks like him saying it. He laughs and you see how he acts. And he's like, oh, they don't know he said that. They don't know he said this. And they think it's me saying it to him. And he laughs and he smirks. You seen him? Oh, James, repeat and mock all this, because everybody in Nassau County hears all this and sees all this everywhere. It's just going worldwide. Try to mock me now, because everybody's going to know you're doing it. Make a total ass out of yourself. Mock me now. Mimic me now, James. Mimic me now. Mimic me now, James. When the whole world hears this and sees this. And James has Down syndrome, and I believe he's retarded. I believe he has Down syndrome, and I believe he's also well, people with Down syndrome are retarded. That's a known fact. Down syndrome. Down. You got Down syndrome, James, and you know what Down syndrome is? Retardation.
Mock me now.
You want to be what you're not, right, James? You're never going to be me. So give it up.
Mock me now.
Where's my phone?
I ran out of batteries. I'm charging it.
Oh. No, we want to change the world, even if it kills us. That's not what James doesn't like his life. He hates himself. We don't hate ourselves. We love what we're doing so much we want to die for it. That's not suicidal. James wants to provoke people to get them to kill him. You and I are trying to make a change, and we're willing to die doing it. That's not suicidal. You know what it is? It's laying down our lives. Jesus, what the difference between what Jesus did and what a suicidal person does is Jesus laid down his life. James Stack is suicidal. We're laying down our lives. Different things. Do you know the difference between laying down your life and being suicidal? Do you know the difference, John Luke? Because this is a perfect example. There's a kid playing in the street, and you know that if you ignore it, the kid's going to run over by a car. But if you push the kid out of the way and save the kid's life, you're going to die doing it. That is not suicidal. That's laying down your life. But if you're like James and you want to die and you don't like your life, you try to get a cop to kill you, that's suicide. And I mean, even the thing that he wants his family to get the money, that's still suicidal because that's a material thing. Lay down your life. If you're laying down your life, you're doing it for other people's lives, not for them, not for their lives. Lay down your life. If I put my life on the line for a woman, that's laying down my life. But I commit suicide because she left me, that's suicide. Lay down your life. Suicide and laying down your life are two totally different. Lay down your life. Don't commit suicide. Lay down your life. Don't commit suicide. That's not, laying down your life is not to commit suicide. Don't say that. Lay down your life. Laying down your life is putting your life on the line. Laying down your life is putting your life on the line to save someone. Killing you, suicide means you're upset about something and you want to die. There's a big difference. Lay down your life. Don't commit suicide. Jesus laid down his life and Judas committed suicide. Judas committed suicide. He betrayed Christ and committed suicide after that. That was a suicide. Jesus allowed that to happen to save the world. That's laying down your life. Judas committed suicide. Jesus laid down his life. What was the purpose behind James had the gun to his head and daring the cop to shoot him? That's suicide mission. It's a lot different than us. We actually want to help people and won't put a life on the line for it. The only one thing I did think you wanted to suicide mission about when you ran out to catch the bus. You ran out to catch the bus. You were willing to die to catch a bus. That's not a good reason to die. Going out to catch a bus, you don't miss a bus. It's not a reason to risk your life. That's a suicide mission.
Well, where'd you grow up?
Where'd I grow up? Around here. I actually have Howard Beach, Master Peak, Washington.
See, when I grew up, we used to ride our bikes in the street.
So did we.
It was a different world.
So did we. But to tell you the truth, I didn't go in front of a bus, so I wouldn't miss it. That's suicidal. That's suicidal. It's suicidal. You know that when you run out in the street, you could get hit by a car and you can die, and you're doing it just to catch a bus. That's suicidal. If you're doing it to save someone's life, yeah, push them out of the way. I know someone that did that. There was a guy named Frank Gotti Jr. Pushed a little girl out of the way of a car, took the car, and died. That was laying down his life. What you did to catch that bus, nobody's life was in danger. All it was a 50-cent ride, and to save 50 cents, you willing to risk your life? That was suicide. That was suicidal. You care that little about your life that a 50-cent ride or a $1.50 ride meant more. Getting there 2 minutes early meant more to you than your own life.
No, it's just. But what I'm trying to say is we were reckless back then.
So was I. But still, it's still stupid. It's not a good thing. You put your life on the line to get 5 minutes earlier. Stupid. Stupid. You got to grow up and start thinking of your life. Have the meaning of your life.
Grow up.
Yeah.
God, man.
Meaning of life is important. You're putting so little emphasis on your own life, you want to run out in front of a bus to get there 10 minutes earlier. That's not caring about your own life. That's not regarding your own life. Now, if you want to put your life on the line to save someone, that I can understand. You gotta pick and choose your battles. And getting to the bus stop 10 minutes early because you want to risk your life doing that. That's not a battle you should pick. If somebody was in the street and you took the bus to save the person, that is a different story. But if you're doing it to save a couple of dollars or to get there 10 minutes early, that's stupidity. That's stupidity. It's stupidity, and it's somebody who has little regard for human life. You don't care about your own life. If you went out there and you compared it to our mission is not to put ourselves in jeopardy for no reason. We put ourselves in jeopardy for a reason. Not to get to a bus stop 10 minutes.
So this was when we were walking to the bus?
Right here.
Oh,
Most dangerous street. I told you we didn't have the light. You wanted to cross the catch the bus anyway. You caught the bus, but you ran out in the street knowing we didn't have the light, and you could have got ran over. And it wouldn't have been worth it. It wouldn't have been worth it because you were doing it to get 5 minutes earlier to the bus stop. Not worth it. If you did it to save someone's life, yeah. But to do it to put your life on the line just to get 10 minutes earlier? Okay. Save money on a lot of stupidity. I hope James Stark watches this. He watches our show too.
Mm. So, 16%, nice.
You turned it on and put it on in the charger.
Yeah, I put the.
I'm tired. What day is it today?
Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay.
I gotta make myself a bag here.
What time is it?
Wait till your phone turns on, then you can check.
It's 7:33. Yeah, we put it on the how do I get on your show?
Okay, so we gotta start a new show, but here's the thing. Show's ending anyway. Here's what I think. Turn your mobile hotspot on if you want.
How do I do that?
Let's see. All right, so mobile hotspot. Let's try swiping from the top down. No, that was down up. Wait. Okay. Now, do you know what the settings button looks like?
You see here. I know what it looks like. Yeah,
It's in the top right corner.
right here.
It looks like a gear.
Right here. I got it.
Okay. So let's look under connection is the top one.
Got it.
Now, I see down towards the bottom, about halfway almost, it says mobile hotspot and tethering. It wasn't it?
That's it.
No, go back.
Okay. Oh, damn it.
Switch your fingers. The settings is
There it goes. Damn it.
okay. The settings right there. Okay. So we're gonna go into connections. All right, and then I think the button you pressed was one below the one that you actually want to press.
Okay. This one, right?
Let's see. Now your thumb is right in the middle of two of them, right there.
Right there.
That one.